Hey, this is Drew Bennett from benspark.com. I'm being really quiet right now because Eva's homesick, and I just wanted to show you how cute the kids are as they rest. Eva is over on the big couch, and she refused to go up to her room. So Andrew, he wanted to be on the little couch. Both fallen asleep. If you can see over there, Eva has a teddy bear, and she hasn't gone anywhere, so her brother brought that down for her. That little boy, that's such a sweetheart. I realize I haven't done a lot of the individual vlogs of me just, talking about what's going on here. Most of it's been some reviews and stuff. I had to be really quiet just a moment ago, being home with the kids, them being sick, so I didn't get to go to the gym today, but we did get to spend some time together. Eva got sick in the middle of the night, and so she ended up having to be home. And, Andrew wants to be right there with her, so he refused to go up to his room to rest too, but the two of them are so exhausted that they both fell asleep in their couches, no problems, I told them that they couldn't use their tablets or anything like that. They need to go to sleep, and they both still nap when they really are tired. Andrew more so than Eva, but that's I'm trying to keep him doing a little bit naps here and there because of karate. So while they're doing that, I am working on some of my projects. I have been doing over on the other channel, on the Big Damn Kid channel, a lot of Transformers stuff. So getting today's Transformers video and blog post and all that all together. I basically write a write-up about every Transformers issue, going back from the very first one in 1984 and just going through to present day. So eventually we'll get through quite a few of them, and I'll be caught up to date. And then probably being caught up to date, I'm not going to be able to do a daily thing for every one of those ones because I'll have to wait for them to come out every week or every month or whatever. But that's a ways off. That's quite a ways off. And I realized that I don't have the full 80 issues from the first run of Transformers. I got up to issue number 59. So I ordered number 60, 62, and 63 today via eBay, and looking for 61, 64, and everything up to 80. I have some trade paperbacks of some of the issues, but I'd like to have the whole run if I possibly could. So I'm going to look at different comic book places, comic book conventions, online, and see if I can pull together the whole run of all of Transformers. And so that's what I'm doing right now, is just working on a video right now, and it's for issue number 24. And I don't know. We'll see what else what else is going on today. All right. So the rest of the day was spent with the kids. We played. So the rest of the day with the kids, we watched some TV. They took a long nap. That nap where you saw at the beginning. They took a pretty long nap. Then I took Andrew to karate. And while they were on their nap, I was writing this month's Stream Team post, which I'll attach this to. So this month's Stream Team post is all about kids wanting to see more grown-up stories. And, there's some of that. I've noticed that, Eva and I, today, when Andrew was at school, we watched A Girl Meets World, the last Girl Meets World, which this season's not on Netflix yet, but Girl Meets World is on Netflix. And while it did have some cheesy moments to it, but Boy Meets World did too. It always had some elements that were a more grown-up story. And in this particular, the finale, they have a decision. Is the family moving to London, or are they going to be staying around? And I loved it. I watched it before I watched it with Eva, and it didn't really hit me. And then I watched it with Eva, and knowing that this was kind of a more grown-up story about kids getting older and moving on and doing their own thing, it really hit me and made me start to tear up, and Eva was starting to tear up, because this was actually the first show that she really, really enjoyed that got canceled. She never had a show before that she's watched that's gotten canceled, and Girl Meets World is the first one that's ever happened to her. And, you know, it shows that, you know, how young she is, but at the same time, we now have this experience together. I watched Boy Meets World growing up, and she's now watched Girl Meets World, and we both have this mutual experience of watching these people grow and change and things like that. And so, I mean, I was getting all the in-jokes at the end in the finale, which was great. It tied everything together, and it was really well done. So, you know, you're seeing more adult stories. And then the kids also enjoyed Troll Hunters. So when we watched the finale of Troll Hunters, and I don't want to give anything away, but something really tragic happens, and, you know, it's one of those things where you get invested in a character, and then only for something really tragic to happen to them. It's a story that, you know, as kids grow up, they're going to suffer loss, they're going to have disappointment, they're going to suffer tragedy, and so to see a cartoon really approach that in such a way was interesting. And, you know, seeing that the kids are starting to get older and want to see more stories like that, but it's still something for kids. So, like, even though, you know, right now Lemony Snicket's series of unfortunate events, that's a big show happening on Netflix. The kids really haven't gotten into it, but it is doing larger stories, more tragic stories that are more grown up, but in a kid's way. So it's interesting. And then, of course, we are loving season 2 of Voltron. We're only 6 episodes in, and, you know, I'm sure that there's something that might happen in this season. We don't know, but that seems to have like a more like grown-up stories as well. You know, you've got all the things that have happened to Shiro all through his being abducted, and then him trying to get away, and then there's a mystery of what's happening with Keith and Lance, and just all these different things that are happening. The Paladins are discovering more of their powers and stuff like that, and so, you know, we're enjoying that very much, and the kids are loving the Voltron toys. We did a video a few days ago with the Voltron toys, so they're loving these, and I'm loving them. I actually think I might just hang on to them. I brought them to work, and I brought them home because the kids got to have a picture for today's photo a day, but I think I may take them back to work, have them on my desk to play with. Anyway, check out Netflix. There's a whole bunch of shows that are on there right now. Great for kids, especially if you want grown-up stories, but at the same time are still kids. So there are a lot with the originals, especially Troll Hunters and Voltron. Those are my 2 favorites. And then if you like the humor of Lemony Snicket, which I do, and I think the kids will get there. They'll probably enjoy that at some point. But right now, they weren't too into it. But it's very well done. Anyway, this is Drew Bennett from BenSpark.com. You can find me on Instagram as BenSpark, Twitter as BenSpark, at Facebook.com/I'm Not a Famous Blogger. And you can always find me here doing videos every day. Thanks for watching.